What is up, guys? Happy Thursday. And so I just wanted to start off our live today with just a reminder that every single week you want to be checking the featured section. Okay, this is where I'm going to post any upcoming workshops. This is where I'm going to always post the Ask Laurel thread. And I'm always going to post this in case you missed it thread, which is going to have all of the updates to the program for the week because we update this program on a weekly basis. And it's also going to contain this week's Ask Laurel Live, okay? But if you need to go back to any Ask Laurel Lives, if you go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/The Laurel Show, you will find a playlist where I have put all of the Ask Laurels from 2024 on this playlist, so you can go and scroll through them. We'll always have the latest ones up there. But like I said, if you go to the this week's In Case You Missed It thread, you're going to see the latest Ask Laurel replay along with any new things, including this glossary and ecosystem overview that I created for you guys. If you haven't watched this boot camp yet, I highly recommend it. I also created a textbook for you guys. This sucker is 24 pages long, but you can literally just follow this from start to finish and you would be a-okay. So no more having to watch the super long videos over and over again unless you want to. I've created a guidebook, also this glossary of terms. A lot of people are like, well, what's this and how does this work? And I've got examples and all of that fun stuff right here in this ecosystem glossary. So make sure that you are checking out the Get Ready Protocol section. Also, I have updated a couple of the trainings with handy dandy SOPs for getting these things done. So lots of new stuff here inside the program. But like I said, every single week I'm going to post everything that you need to know inside the featured section underneath the In Case You Missed It. So you can stay on top of all of the updates that we have here in the program by just checking the featured section, okay? Now, there's just one more thing that I want to remind you guys of, okay? Before you post a question inside the Facebook group, make sure that you understand the rules, okay? We have this community set up in a certain way, and I am seeing a dramatic, very dramatic change in the way that students are getting results, and it's because of the rules of engaging the field. Now, if you don't know what that means, come over here to this Facebook community rules video. You can also just click here, and it's posted here as well. But yeah, other than that, let's go ahead and dig into the Ask Laurel thread for this week. Just a reminder, you want to make sure that you read all of the rules before posting. There are some things that we have specific instructions for, like getting your power offer looked at. Just as a reminder, Wednesday around 5 o'clock Central, and I say around because it's never at 5 o'clock exactly. Like yesterday we were traveling, and so we had to shut it off 20 minutes early, but one of the hacks that my students use is Wednesday mornings at 9 a.m. they put an alarm on their phone and it just says Ask Laurel, and if they've got something to ask me, they come straight to this thread. But anyway, we've got some really good questions this week, so I'm going to align them by all comments. And Brian says, I posted this in the group as well, but I just want to make sure that I'm clear on exactly what I should be doing for top of funnel. Brian, you did the right thing, because sometimes people, they have the best intentions, but they don't give the best answers. And so I cannot validate any answer that anyone in this group gives you other than my own. And so Brian says, my one and only product, access to guitar lessons, membership website, $19 a month. So basically you're going to be running, so it doesn't matter. And I'm going to point this out. Okay. It does not matter whether you own a restaurant, whether you're giving guitar lessons, whether you have a low ticket offer, whether you have a coaching offer. You're going to have your offer ads here going to cold traffic, okay? that's just the way it's done, okay? Now, my ecosystem is this L shape, right? Remember it as Laurel, right? And so the ecosystem is built around an offer funnel, okay? Some of you guys are using 2 steps as a funnel. Some of you guys are going straight to application. Some of you guys are selling a low ticket offer, which is phase 3 inside the program, right? If you go in here, you'll see the ebook funnel, challenge funnel, self-liquidating offer funnel. Also, if you haven't gone through all of these roadmaps of, you know, what offer you should have, definitely do that. But to answer Brian's question, Brian, your low ticket offer would be in phase 3, low ticket offer, right? $19 membership. And then you're still going to do the power content. You're still going to do the fast funnel if you want to have conversations. And by the way, I sell more of my $7 program off conversations than I do with actual ads. You're still going to do your boosted content. And you're still going to have your hot 7. Okay. So this is what your ecosystem would look like. Now, keep in mind, I saw you mentioned an awareness campaign. The Hot 7 is actually a conversion campaign, and this is all laid out right here inside the program. So it doesn't matter what type of business you guys have. Everyone runs a version of this ecosystem. There's just slight tactical things depending on what type of funnel you have, right? Like if you're a restaurant, you're probably just sending people to a coupon to download. If you're a chiropractor, you're probably sending people to an appointment to fill out. If you're a coach or a consultant, you might be running ads to a book a call funnel. Some of you guys might be running ads to a VSL, low ticket offer, but it's going to be either one of these types of funnels, okay? So I think a lot of people have the misconception that my ecosystem replaces a traditional funnel, and I'm just back buttoning it to put it back there so I can get my green lines back. Let me see, probably move this thing, there we go. But all of you guys are going to have still an offer. You want to send an offer to cold traffic. I think a lot of people have that misconception. You don't send an offer to cold traffic, but you do. And, you know, a lot of you guys might want to revisit this ecosystem bootcamp so that you can see and also download the guides. You know, students have been finding them extremely helpful. Let's see, Steven says, hello, new here. I'm trying to figure out which path I should follow for the course content. Would be the best path to take for a local wholesale real estate business that is trying to attract motivated sellers? Should I follow the brick and mortar path, the real estate path? So I get questions like this all the time. And I understand why you guys ask these questions, but honestly, it's the same strategy. The only reason that I have them here in different types of iterations is because sometimes you just want to see a strategy that is the exact content that you're going to be doing. But if you look at the ecosystem for the brick and mortar, e-commerce, real estate, it's going to be the same thing. We're still going to be doing the same thing because even as a real estate agent, or if you're looking for sellers, you're still doing lead gen here, and you're still going to have the ecosystem pieces here to nurture and get people who are on the fence. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense, because I want you guys to just understand that the ecosystem is for everybody. And so depending on the type of business that you have, it's still going to look like this. It looks like this for everyone, no matter what type of business that you have. Now, how many power content ads you're going to launch is going to depend on budget. How you launch your funnel is going to depend on your budget. How many of these hot 7? Some of you guys might only have the budget to run 2 of them. That's fine. But we all should be doing boosted content. We should all be doing power content. And it's just going to further, you know, nurture those leads until they're over the fence. So, great. But like I said, lots of great questions today. I love, you know, don't ever hesitate to ask, because that is what this thread is for. Let's see, Ansh says, hey Laurel, my client is a health coach for busy moms and has a monthly budget of $300 to $500. Well, I hope that you're coming to the conversion. Well, probably by the time you guys see the replay of this will probably have happened, but hopefully you're attending the workshop today. We're sticking with phase 1 of the ecosystem. I have a question. Since we're using the Advantage Plus audience, do you still recommend testing different suggestions we provide to Facebook's Advantage Plus? If I'm running my phase 1 ecosystem, I am not running Advantage Plus. Honestly, I want to go as tight and if I have this small of a budget, I want to make sure that Facebook is putting my ads in front of the exact same people that I'm looking for. And so if I have a small budget, I'm going to go with tight targeting, especially because video ads and engagement ads are the cheapest So I want to go as tight targeting as possible. So I am probably going to go a little bit tighter, and I probably would not use I'm not saying that using Advantage Plus is the wrong move here. I just personally wouldn't do it because of the low budget. I want to get results as fast as possible. And the best way to get results as fast as possible is by utilizing power content and engagement ads and putting it in front of a tight targeting audience. I don't use Advantage Plus until I'm doing like conversion campaigns, just to answer everyone's question. Let's see, Nicole says, I'm in phase 1 and running power content and conversion multiplier ads, following your plan, and most of my KPIs are amazing. I'm definitely getting comments and conversations. I am definitely getting comments and converting a few sales already. Awesome. But my cost and comment still feels high, ranging from $2.86 to $6.98. That's combining with power content as I get as many comments on those as my conversion multipliers. I use the same value bomb CTA for all the videos. Typically, I think you recommend troubleshooting the value bomb to find something more people want to request in order to get the cost comment down. However, I posted identical videos on my organic TikTok account and got hundreds of comments requesting it, and a very high rate of message responses too. Would this be evidence that my current CTA value bomb is actually fine, but maybe I should troubleshoot my audience targeting instead of Facebook and Instagram? My ad budget is $500 to $600 months, and my target audience is adult learner nursing students. I sell a membership that helps them study better. So here's one of the things that I would do, Nicole, is hopefully your value bomb is pixeled, or you're making them watch a video that you can retarget them with Facebook and Instagram ads. If not, that's the way that I use TikTok. I'll run TikTok ads. And that would be another viable thing for you to do, because if you're getting these leads on TikTok and they're exactly who you need, you could be doing two things, right? One, you can be running TikTok ads, to boost that video on TikTok. We do that all the time. But the second thing that you should be doing is, bringing these TikTok people over to your Facebook retargeting. I highly recommend either sending them to a Facebook video that's on your business page or an Instagram video that's on your Instagram page. All they have to do is press play, and then boom, they are in your retargeting. So you're bringing them from TikTok over to Facebook. That's what I would be doing. Chances are probably nothing is wrong with anything that you're doing. You're getting sales, you're getting comments, you're having conversations. Here's the thing, $2.86 to $6.98 for a conversation with this tight of a target audience as nursing students, honestly, in my opinion, is really amazing. And the way that I think about it is, if you're paying $6.98 to have a conversation with a nursing student, that's pretty darn good, right? A lot of people pay a lot higher to get a conversation with their ideal client. So I honestly, given the information that you've given me, I've given you 2 suggestions on what you could do to really optimize this, but I wouldn't worry about the cost, because it sounds like you are having the right conversations with the right people. Let's see, Celeste says, hey Laurel, what are your thoughts on using the ecosystem to grow a Substack page like Man Bites Dog or Guardian? Which version of the ecosystem would you be using? Again, we're using this same like everyone uses the same version of the ecosystem. Where I put my Substack stuff is right here in the boosted content. That's how I run, like, anything that Nick is putting on our Substack, I'm boosting the content. You guys have probably seen some of my Substack stuff boosted inside the ads manager. Let's see, does our ecosystem work for promoting SaaS products such as Link Shortener? Yes, the ecosystem works no matter what business you have. Again, your offer or your opt-ins would be here, and then you build the ecosystem around that. Let's see, Mike says, hey Laurel, here's a Google Doc with my power offer for you to review. Wow, I haven't had a power offer review in a while, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. This is the requirement, proving that you bought Joel Orway's power offer. Let's see, it says, is it okay for the CTA to be for a 60-minute call? For the power pitch, this will have a 5-minute. How do I run the ad on Facebook purely as a video ad or as a text? You would run it exactly. I think the instructions are in here. They should be. It should be here. The different ways that you can run it are right here, and then I think within this video as well. But let's go ahead and take a look at it. Let's see, who is this for? So these are the 2 most important. This is the 2 most important lines of this entire thing, because if people don't say yes to this, they will not read the rest, right? And so this is the thing that we have to get right. So who is this for? Women considering divorce but second guessing themselves because they're afraid of making a mistake they'll regret. if I offered you absolute clarity about whether you can save your marriage or are better off moving on in just 3 done for you sessions of 2.25. So this gets really like, people at the end of the day, they don't want 3 done for you 2-hour sessions, right? What is the problem that you're going to solve on this, right? So if you say, I would say something like, and I'm just using this as an example, 70% of women who think 70% of women who think they need a divorce actually don't. If you could literally figure that out in the next 48 hours with absolute certainty, would you take me up on that offer or something like that, right? But what is the, I would be more interested in like, what is the outcome of this? I'm assuming you're going to help them make a decision. Like I said, if you don't have them say yes to this, none of this other stuff matters, but I'm reading just to see if there's anything in here. I would actually say something like, 70% of women who say they want a divorce actually don't. If you could get complete clarity on whether or not you want to move forward and any reasons that you shouldn't or something like that, would it be worth a 60-minute, phone call? But people don't want 3 done for you sessions of 2 to 2.5 hours. They want the outcome that this is going to absolutely give them. And I don't have enough context here to be able to write something badass for you, but I would literally start the script off with a task. With a stat that's like, X percentage of women who say they need a divorce actually don't. And I would say a little bit, here's why. And if you could literally have clarity on whether or not you want a divorce by the weekend, would it be worth a 60-minute call? ? And I bet a lot of women would say yes. And then it doesn't even matter what the rest of the script says because they've already said yes to this. Does that make sense? So these are the 2 most important things. And that's how I position this too, because, it gets kind of weird with Facebook advertising guidelines. I would probably, on the safe side, I would probably stick to 3rd-person language. So I'd probably more so say something like, X percentage of women who say they want a divorce find out through one of my sessions that it's not the right move. Here's why women are choosing this free 60-minute clarity call and, leaving with saying that I've saved their marriage. Would it be want to see how it works? Click the link below and book your free call or something like that. That's probably more of how I would position it because of Facebook advertising guidelines. So, Mike, I gave you a couple of options there. Hopefully that was helpful. Let's see. Carly says, I was watching a YouTube video about the content Bible and I'm trying to do this exercise. Is this roadmap too generic? For reference, I'm a holistic nutritionist specializing in PCOS. Awesome. I've got a lot of Lean on Laurel students who do this exact same thing. My program is a PCOS roadmap to remission, simple, strategic, and sustainable life changes. The primary pillars are low tox living habits and behavior change and addressing the root causes through food and lifestyle changes. We do a detox, track symptoms and cycles while following a meal plan. Awesome. Let's take a look at this. I actually just did one of these for a student who literally sells this exact same thing. So goal and milestone, detoxify your body and home, mechanism used, low tox swabs, detox meals, gentle detox habits, problem solves, reduces toxic burden that worsens. This is really good, Carly. This is really good. Client has replaced 80% of household and personal care products and feel lighter and less bloated. This is good. You did this exercise really well. Regain regular cycles. Cycle syncing, blood sugar balance, and supplements, addresses hormonal imbalances and irregular ovulation. Client tracks consistent ovulation over 3 months. This is really good. I am super impressed, and I love how you just made your own thing instead of asking me for the document. I freaking love that. Carly, good job. High five. Man, lots of great questions today. I am heading out to Phoenix for an event tomorrow with my buddy Nick, and I know I'm going to see some of you guys there, so I'm super excited. But everyone else, I will see you guys in the group next week.